There's something almost electric in the air when it comes to the most dangerous limited partners out there. The ones who never step into the light, who vanish behind a veil of total anonymity. You might wonder why they choose to stay in the shadows while others crave attention, clout, and public recognition. But here's the raw truth. You're staring at a world where being known is the riskiest move you can make, and these LPs know it better than anyone else. They're not hiding because they're ashamed or running scared. No, they're playing a refined, complex game where visibility equals vulnerability. Imagine so many eyes, so many hands reaching towards the smallest cracks in your armor. Every word revealed, every action recorded could become a weapon against you or the ventures you back. The most dangerous LPs understand that true power isn't about being seen. It's about being untouchable. Think about the pressure. Living in a world that's wired to broadcast every move, where privacy is a fantasy and influence paints a target on your back. You can feel it, right? The constant nagging anxiety that your name, your deal, your strategy could be leaked, twisted, or weaponized. You see the headlines about costly PR disasters, the betrayals, the public failures that could have been avoided with just a little more discretion. It hurts. It keeps you awake at night. And it feeds the fear that maybe playing big just means playing exposed. But what if the path forward isn't about broadcasting the wins or proving how much control you have over markets and deals? What if true strength is about a kind of silence so loud it shouts? The silence where calculated moves are made in darkness, untraceable and unstoppable. That's the kind of power the most effective LPs wield. A power that's far from the glare of the spotlight, but commands more respect and influence than any headline ever could. The ones who stay anonymous are the ones who hold the keys to this secret realm. They don't just stay hidden, they thrive hidden. They protect themselves, their families, and their legacies by not exposing what makes them invaluable. Imagine having your entire net worth, your entire future, hanging on every public statement or social media post. It's like walking a tightrope rigged with landmines. So they choose to build vaults of discretion, intelligence, and tight-knit relationships. Let's dive deeper into what that really means for you. If you're watching this, you might be feeling the grind of constant expectations, whether from inside your circles, your industry, or even yourself, to reveal more, to be transparent, to market your successes like a product. It's exhausting, it's risky, and more often than not, it backfires. Because every public move is an open invitation for competitors, scrutiny, and even sabotage. The solution? Stop feeding the machine that demands your exposure. Start feeding the forces that multiply your influence without making you a spectacle. How? First, develop a fortress mentality. Treat your investments and your intentions like classified information. This doesn't mean playing paranoid. It means playing smart. The right people know you, but only in the right way and at the right time. Second, cultivate relationships grounded in trust, not visibility. The most dangerous LPs have secret networks, untainted by ego or public pressure, where real knowledge and deals flow freely. Because when you step outside the noisy crowd, you recharge clarity. You realign your vision. And you start to operate with a level of precision and patience that no public arena can offer. Third, master the art of influence without attribution. This is a skill that separates the occasional LP from the truly formidable. Influence that survives because it's invisible. Influence that shifts markets, opens doors, and shapes industries, all while your fingerprints stay erased. It's about knowing when to speak, when to listen, and when to simply act in silence, watching everything change around you. Now, this path isn't for the faint-hearted. It's for those who don't just want to survive the investment world, but want to dominate it on their own terms. Those willing to burn some bridges to build stronger foundations. Those not interested in applause, but legacy. Because in this game, the loudest voice is rarely the most powerful voice. If you feel the weight of constant exposure crushing your potential, if you feel exhausted by the idea that success means selling every part of yourself to the public, if you are desperate for a way to reclaim control, then you're exactly the kind of person this message is for. This is your blueprint to freedom. The kind of freedom that doesn't come from breaking the rules, but from rewriting them in private. From knowing that the biggest wins happen when nobody is watching. From understanding that your anonymity is the single most valuable asset in your portfolio. Imagine a life where you call the shots without anyone outside your circle knowing your next move, where your value is guarded like a secret craft passed down through generations, where your influence is an undercurrent so strong it reshapes the landscape without the need for headlines or social proof. That's not just power, that's liberation. Start by questioning everything you thought you knew about visibility and value. Why do so many seek attention when the real game is played in the shadows? What tragedies and distractions could be avoided if you refuse to play that game on their terms? Ask yourself, what does it cost you to be seen in a world that is designed to exploit that visibility? Then take intentional steps to sever those ties. Guard your identity fiercely. Limit the channels through which your personal brand bleeds. Build your network with those who understand that discretion breeds trust, and trust breeds opportunity. Craft your deals behind closed doors before unveiling the fruits, always on your terms. Remember, this isn't a retreat, it's an advance. A higher plane where you're no longer a target but a force, where your anonymity becomes your armor, and your armor becomes your advantage. In a world obsessed with exposure, the most dangerous LPs flip the script. They stay anonymous because it's their secret weapon, their sanctuary, their source of power. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop being part of the noise? Ready to step into the shadows where real influence lives? Ready to protect your legacy by making it untouchable? Because the most dangerous LPs don't need fame or recognition. They need autonomy. They need freedom. They need the silence that comes only when you decide to burn the rulebook and write your own. The door to that kind of power is wide open. Only those brave enough to walk through it will find what they truly seek. Are you ready?